Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, 24,030, and of course, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and you know it, I know it, make sure you ring that bell. So here we are. You can see Marion, 99% of the damage. And that was on the previous stage. So is she in it to win it on this stage? That is the question. The question of all questions. Will she win it all here? We don't know. Anything can happen. It's a mystery to everyone. I think we'll be alright. No, she is messing around in the backfield. Oh, there went the boss. Okay, she's still working on the cannons over there. Interesting strategy. Well, there they go. There the other ones go. Alright, there went most of the things in front of the castle. And there we go. 6 is complete. On to 7. We are going to take a look here. 99%. And this is why I keep talking about melting down Christian's artifacts. We're probably going to do it soon. Plus, that gives me an extra inventory slot to work with, and you know how much I like that. But we'll do it eventually. And this is why I also say it's like impossible to have two heroes. Because you could split that, right? They could both be at like 1800. Well, maybe let's say higher than that. We'll say 2100. And you know it. Like, Marion was not doing the damage at 2100 that she's doing at 36. It's just not even in the same ballpark. Not even close. Well, we're finishing everything off. Okay, so let's see what 7 was like. 100. Marion finally got another 100%. She did all the damage. I mean, obviously Christian did something, but certainly not much. And on to this. So this is actually similar to the stage we farm. And this is why I don't have warriors anymore, because warriors split the monsters up too much when they trickle in like this. So it's better for all of them just make it to the castle. And the difference is the stage I farm, we don't have a ranged guy. You have to have a melee boss. Otherwise, you have to basically clean everything in front of the castle, then go attack the boss. And Marion just doesn't do enough basic attack damage for that yet. So there we go. That's Ruins 8. And let's take a look here. 99% for Marion, 1% for Christian. So didn't get her coveted 100%, only stage 7 so far. Moving on to Ruins 9. And again, this is another easy stage. This is why we sit at 24,030, excuse me, because it has very easy King's Ruin pattern. If you're only doing the 5 stages, you have 2 hard stages, and they're both at the beginning, so they're either the easiest hard stages. So that's very important. And there we go, Ruins 9. Did you do 100? No, we're going to have to send you back to DPS school, Mary. Okay, we've all seen... No, we haven't seen Ruins 10. So this is the one with the ballistas. They work basically like cannons, they just look different. I think cannons are actually the weakest of the 3 types, but it doesn't matter with how much damage this version of Marion does. because she's just gonna wreck it. And I do know that, like, apparently Ellie has like 3-star gear or so. I gave up upgrading gear when you could sweep King's Total War, and I honestly didn't expect to bring Ellie back in. So at some point, I do need to go through and revamp everybody's gear. But I'm just like, ah, it does take like a decent amount of gold. That's why I haven't done it. I honestly have to remember how the gear upgrade system works, because I know I have enough 3-star gear. Maybe I should just unequip everybody and then make sure I have enough 5-star for 34 heroes, because that'll be yeah, I could do it that way. Alright, just trying to get through. Okay, there goes the front line. Now for the back line. And let's see the damage. Show me the numbers. 99%. Rats. I mean, but I will say it is funny to see Marion doing almost at least 99 times Kristen's damage with artifacts. They're only 6 times. She's actually has 6x artifacts now, because hers are 3600 for the most part. And so that's what I mean when it gets, because what happens is the more crit damage you have, the more every level of the ring means, because that attack just gets multiplied by crit damage. And it's the same thing with the orb, because the orb multiplies the special attacks. So the more flat attack you have, the more of those you both get, and they're both multiplied up. And then you do the reverse, and then it's, oh, well, now, you know, the amplify, every time you amplify the orb, it makes Marion's already strong attacks that much stronger, and so it's a nice quadratic relationship between the 3 pieces. And if you're really good, you get flat attack, because then every time you get a flat attack awakening, it's amplified by all of Marion's damage. I was trying to think of something else. I thought I was going somewhere else with that. And then when it amplifies all of her damage, she just wrecks. So, like you see, any one part of it is amped by the other parts. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. And let's take a look here, and once again, another 99er for Marion. And that's what makes it so good, but that also means you can't ever have more than one hero, because with everything being amped like that, every additional level beyond is that much stronger than the levels that came before it. Because, like, for example, we got a crit damage awakening today. So now, not only did all the levels that came before it are stronger, but all the levels going forward are now increased by that crit damage. So she basically got, 50% more crit damage for everything. And what do we get here? Another easy 99er. See how easy the 12th stage was. You already know that, though. You've seen it. So, like, every point of attack at 360x, that's 360 points. 350 points. So, you 10 extra points. You understand. It's actually more than that, because it's 360k is actually 3600 multiplier, and 350k is 3500, not 3500k, 3500 multiplier. So a difference of 100 damage for that 1 point of damage, just from having higher crit damage. So it all circles back. And yes, almost. All right, got all the monsters up front. And one of the things we'll start to see eventually as we get further and further is Marion, and I am getting interrupted, and it's my fault, is that Marion will start just to do more one-shots. That's really what we're waiting on now, is like, especially doing these stages. It's important to see, like, how hard is she hitting the cannons? How hard is she hitting these guys? You know, how close are we to getting a one shot here? So you can see clearly she's focused on that guy. And she's going to, and she does finish it off. And you can see we're doing about a quarter of these much harder enemies' health right now, give or take. So that's a big upgrade. You can never have too many upgrades. But I mean, this is just an upgrade to her damage. And you can just see too, that's why it's been getting, and you'll notice that once we hit our break point, the King's Ruin started to get faster and faster and faster. And that is simply just because how the damage compounds. Because once you hit like a tipping point, it's like, oh man, the damage just grows and grows. Like, for example, these guys were doing about a quarter of the damage, right? Whatever we need to get that next quarter of a damage is going to come faster than the previous quarter, because the previous quarter is everything we've done up to this point. And it's so on and so forth. And almost done here. So I will say this was a little bit much. We are running a little long today, but we got to do some extra battles, so that's cool. So I probably need to stop at around like 7 or so. I don't know, we'll see. And again, I'm not promising that we won't have a short one next week. It all depends. Really what happened today was I was sweeping King's Ruin, and I was, oh shoot, I got to do the King's Ruin video today. How about I stop here on level 6 and see how it goes? Again, it was a little bit long. I mean, it's 10 stages, so it's been 4 minutes long. So I probably need to cut it to about 8 stages, give or take. Maybe less. Maybe I just had some really long stages. I don't know. That's weird. But here we go. Getting rid of this guy. And let's take a look here. 99 again. And once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.